couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Longhorns offense will get first crack at it today. And here comes Arch Manning. He's trying to flush that last performance. 4 interceptions and just a single touchdown pass. Wide receiver comes in motion. Manning with a play fake. Makes the catch. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Manning from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Manning, under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And they fail to hook up on third down. The Longhorns will punt this one away. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Bulldogs offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around, they use him. Sometimes he blocks, sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman, sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jess.
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Arch Madness. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. Running a screen on an early down, you might think you'd really catch them trying to be aggressive in a pass rush or something, but the defense had the answer that time.
Yeah, and the offense has to do a better job selling that. A lot of times when you run a screen, I need to buy time, right? I need to give that pass rush the ability to rush up the field, sneak a little bit behind them, and then dump it off. They might have rushed that a little bit on that play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now facing a third and long. Sends it back in motion. Third down from the gun, Manning. Under fire. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Taylor wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it along the sideline.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, looking to pass. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. action. Here's Manning. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Here's Arch to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on their scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Looking left. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Taylor wants to throw it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Smothers. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The throw. Snagged out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smothers. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Manning on play action. Fires left. Complete left side, Coleman. He'll work his way down to the 28.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. The play-action fake. Tight end finds a soft spot.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Here's Manning to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Fires into the end zone. Got him on the sideline. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Longhorns! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down, you got to make plays, you got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Powers through the defender. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Taylor wants to throw. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. And the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
Makes a grab and room to run. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll line up for a second down play. To throw, Manning. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the touchdown, Longhorn. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle. That's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Finds his man down the middle.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's second and 9. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be third and long. Oh, they're after him. Buried before he could blink. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Right down the middle. It's complete. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. And the Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go.
He's going to let it go. Reels it in down the left side. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. And the Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Taylor wants to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could...
Here's got some room, headed to the goal line. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Throwing Manning. Quarterback now breaking the field. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Taylor wants to throw it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the run, it's Smothers. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
They go play action with Manning. Fires to the wideout. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Looking to buy time. Trying to... It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Bulldogs. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Oh, and that is a backbreaker for the offense. You're trying to drive down the field here in the second half to keep this thing close, and you cough it up. And not just that, David, it's a defensive touchdown now, starting to blow this game open.
So starting to get some separation, and here's the thing about this defense, man. It's one thing to create turnovers and to create extra possessions. This is another thing to know what to do with it when you get it. And they scoop it, had a plan, look at them run it all the way to the house and add to their lead.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Here comes the Texas offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Manning dances away to buy time. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Manning with a play fake. With the catch, it's Townsend. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart.
Caught, and he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Arch Madness keeps looking downfield. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Reads it, fires complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Running inside, it's Smothers. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Finds a man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's
looking for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Here's Arch to throw. On the run, still looking. Gonna try to get it himself. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. 4th down, Manning buys a little extra time. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Moving out to the right. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's fourth down. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Here's a give to Bothwell. Shows him the stiff arm. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And here comes the offense on second down. Arch is going to throw for it. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Fluff Bothwell again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Spits it out to the back. And the missed connection on third down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Here's Manning to throw. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when you're internal.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And with that turnover, that'll finish.